Hi guys, good morning. Guys, if you can see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Great. Thanks for the confirmation, guys. So let's begin this session now. So today we'll be going to a new topic. Yesterday we completed frames related stuff. Today we'll go into another Selenium related topic, that is handling mouse and keyboard events using actions class and all. Let me go and get that URL first, notes related stuff, notes related URL. Okay. Handling mouse and keyboard events is the topic that I'm going to cover now. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's begin this new thing on Selenium Java automation, that is how to handle the mouse and keyboard events using actions class. Fine. So using Selenium, we can automate. Using Selenium, we can automate the keyboard and mouse related activities. Like you can move your mouse, you can left click using your mouse, you can double click using your mouse, right? You can drag and drop using your mouse. All these activities of mouse can be automated with the help of Selenium. Similarly, you can press keyboard keys, right? Similarly, you can press keyboard keys. All those keyboard activities also can be automated using Selenium. Both these mouse and keyboard activities can be automated with the help of a predefined class in Selenium known as actions class. So everyone type in the chat box, what is the name of the class? What is the name of the class that you have to use for automating the keyboard and mouse events? Actions class. Everyone type in the chat box. Actions is a class. Actions is a class using which we can automate mouse and keyboard activities or events. So everyone type in the chat box the name of the class, that is actions class, that we are going to use in Selenium automation, and it belongs to it is one of the predefined classes in Selenium automation, using which we can automate the keyboard and mouse events. First, we'll learn about the mouse events. First, we are going to learn about how to automate the mouse events using this actions class. So here I'll right click and create a new class, new package. I'll say actions, mouse, keyboard demo, or mouse demo, mouse events demo, otherwise mouse events demo, or mouse keyboard events demo. Anything is fine. We can cover both in the same package, not a big deal. Okay. Now I have the package created. Under this package, I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class as first. I'll start with the mouse events. I'll start with mouse events. One by one example I'll take to automate this. Mouse events demo 1. I like that. I'll give a class. Click on, I'll just auto generate the main method code also. And inside the class, I'm going to write the automation code. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. Chrome driver will be imported from Selenium library. And I would like to maximize the browser window. Driver dot taking some time. Manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. I have to give the application URL. Let me give the application URL that I want to automate. I'll go to this omaya.blogspot.com. What I want to do, I'll explain first, guys. What I want to do, I would like to explain first. I would like to go to this application and I would like to move my mouse onto the blocks menu. What is happening when I move my mouse onto the blocks menu? I'm not clicking it. I'm just hovering the mouse. Hovering means taking my mouse onto the blocks menu. I'm just hovering the mouse. Just by moving this mouse onto the blocks menu without clicking it, what is happening, guys? Tell me. What is happening when I move my mouse or hover the mouse on the blocks menu? Blocks option here. What is happening? Drop down. Okay. Other menu options are coming here. Okay. Blocks related menu options like Selenium 143, Selenium by Arun, Selenium 1 by Arun, Selenium 2 by Arun. Okay. Like that, some options are coming, right? So this will take you to different websites. This is my older website pages, guys. Okay. I just listed them as a menu. Hover the mouse, just hover the mouse or move your mouse onto the blocks menu. And not only these options are coming, there is one more activity that is being done to confirm that my mouse has been moved onto the blocks menu. What is that other thing that you observe apart from the menu options? What is actually that is observing before moving and after moving? Is there any difference? Guys, can you see any difference before moving and after moving my mouse onto the blocks menu? Mouse pointer is changing. That's another, yeah, that is one thing. Yes. Janavi, you are right. Color of the block is changing. What is the background color changing? Before moving, what is the color? Black color. After I move, what is the color of the background of this blocks option? Blue color, right? So that is another activity that you can see. So to confirm that my mouse has been moved onto the blocks menu using Selenium automation, how can I confirm? If my mouse is moved onto the blocks menu, these menu options will come and my mouse control is changing to hand icon, whatever it is. But ultimately, you have to also observe that this background color of the blocks is changing to which color? Background color of the blocks option is changing to which color, guys? Tell me. When my mouse is hovered onto the blue color, right? Correct. So that proves that my mouse is onto the blocks menu. That proves that my mouse is onto the blocks menu. Okay. So what I will do here is I'll take this application URL. First of all, I'll take this application URL and paste it here. And then in order to automate the mouse actions, what is a predefined class I have to use? What is a predefined class I need to create an object for if I want to automate some mouse activities like moving my mouse onto one option? What is a predefined class I have to use? It's not action, it's actions. Okay, it's actions. Mayuri, it's actions, not action. Action will be different. So better you write actions. Okay, fine. Actions. Let's create an object for the actions. Actions is equal to new actions. Like this, create an object for the actions class. The moment I create an object for the actions class, hover the mouse on the actions class, and import it from Selenium library. Selenium from interactions package you are importing, fine. And here the actions constructor cannot be empty. If you hover the mouse on these actions, it will tell you that you have to pass what? Object of which class, object of what you have to pass? WebDriver. That means Chrome driver. You have to pass this driver here, guys. Okay. In the constructor, you copy paste this particular driver of the Chrome driver or WebDriver that is there here. The error will be gone. Now we have successfully created an object for the actions class and we pass the driver here. Now, whatever the activities that you want to perform with the help of mouse, those are all the predefined methods of the actions class, guys. How to access the predefined methods of the actions class? I already created an object. Now tell me, guys, how to access the predefined methods of the actions class? How to access the predefined methods of the actions class, guys? Using object reference. What is object reference in this case? I just named it as actions only. Actions dot, I have to say actions dot. I'll get lot of predefined methods. Using some predefined methods, I can do what? I can automate the mouse actions. First thing is that I would like to move my mouse onto that particular element, that is blocks menu element. So for that, there is a command known as move to element of web element. You see this element you have to use. Move to element, move to element. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the command? Move to element. And here I have to provide the web element for which I have to move my mouse onto. To specify the web element here, I have to create a web element here, right? Before moving my mouse onto the particular element, I need the web element here. So let me create the web elements for this blocks menu, blocks option. Right click on this blocks and inspect it. Right click on the blocks and inspect it. You'll get the HTML code and it has an ID. Copy this ID of the blocks menu and come back here and write on driver dot find element by dot ID. I'll provide the ID of the blocks menu option, blocks menu option. blocks menu option, blocks menu option, okay? Or blocks menu is also fine. Hold the mouse and say create local variable, blocks menu. And here I'll copy paste this web element, move to element of blocks menu, right? How to see whether my mouse has been moved to this blocks menu or not? I have to run this code, right? Do you think this will work? Do you think this will work? It will not work, guys. I'll tell you what is the reason. I'll tell you what is the reason. Here, move to element of blocks menu will not work. There is reason behind that. Why the move to element of blocks menu will not work. I've used a proper command only, but still there will be a problem where my mouse will not move onto the blocks menu. You can see the screen and observe that is my after the page loading completes, I am not even touching my mouse here. So, but my mouse cursor is not moving onto the blocks menu. You will not see anything happening where my mouse hovering is not done on the blocks menu. The reason for that is, the reason for that is all the commands, all the predefined methods of the actions class need to end with a command known as .perform. What is the command name, guys, that you should not forget? Perform. .perform you have to write. Everyone type in the chat box, .perform. When there is only one command, perform is enough. Build is not required at all, okay? When there is only one command, it's okay to use .perform. So perform method, okay? Perform method need to be written at the end of the any of the commands that you are using from the actions class. Then only it's going to work, guys. Otherwise, it will not work. This activity to work, it should end with .perform command or perform command, okay? Run the code now and observe what is happening this time after adding the perform method at the end of this any methods of the actions class. Not only move to element, but any element. I'm not fiddling my mouse. I'm not moving my mouse here and there. Just observe that what is happening. In this time, don't touch your mouse, guys. Okay, whenever you are doing this kind of activities, don't touch your mouse. So is my mouse moving or not? Let's see, the page is still loading. Is my mouse moved onto the blocks menu? Is my mouse moved onto the blocks menu? You will not see visually that my mouse will move, but it will internally move my mouse, okay? You will not see my mouse move onto the blocks menu, but internally the mouse has been moved. The blocks option has been converted into blue color background. All the menu options came. And also, if you see this mouse cursor, the hand symbol is coming. It doesn't look like the mouse cursor has been moved, but it actually moved, guys. Okay. Internally, it got moved and the cursor symbol got changed to hand symbol. Blocks option is in blue color. The menu options have come. This proves that move to element is successful or not. Were we able to move the mouse onto the blocks menu? Yes or no? Were we able to move my mouse onto the blocks menu? Yes or no? Yes. So now I want to go to the next level, guys. I want to go to the next level. I am not satisfied with whatever I have done so far. I want to do more things. I want to do more. That is, I would like to move my mouse onto the blocks menu. Okay, my next activity here is, this is a mouse events demo one thing. I'll create one more class, guys. I'll create one more class where what I want to do here is, I would like to go to this application. I would like to move my mouse onto the blocks menu. From that, I would like to move my mouse onto the Selenium Byron. And then I have to perform left click operation using mouse. Using mouse only I'm clicking. Then I should be landed on another web page. Okay, I should be on another web page. This is what I want to perform. Got it, guys? What I want to do on this omaya.blogspot.com application, I would like to move my mouse onto blocks menu. From there, I would like to move my mouse onto Selenium by Arun. And then I would like to perform left click of my mouse. Left click of my mouse I want to perform, so that it will select the Selenium by Arun option under the blocks menu and I'll be taken to the Selenium by Arun option. Okay, this is what I want to do, guys. This is what I want to do. So how to do that? How to do that? I'll tell you. How to automate this, I'm going to show you, guys. Here I'll write down, right click new, class, mouse events demo 2. With main method I'll create. With main method I'll create. Here I'll write down Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. Then driver dot manage dot window dot driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. I'll provide the application URL that I want to automate and automate the mouse activities on that application. I'll go to this application, copy this URL and come back here and paste it here. Once I go to this, first I need to create an object for the actions class. Actions. You can give any name for the object reference. I'm giving actions. So actions is for new actions. Control Shift O, and here I have to pass the driver so that everything will be gone. And then actions dot, here I'll write the activities. Actions dot move to element. Actions dot move to element. Which element I would like to move to? Which element I would like to move to? This blocks menu I would like to move to. Okay, I just want to hover the mouse on the blocks menu. Before I hover the mouse on the blocks menu, can you see Selenium by Arun on the web page? Guys, can you see Selenium by Arun on the web page before I move my mouse onto the blocks menu? Do you see Selenium by Arun option? No. If you try to automate as it is now, you are going to get a problem. I'll tell you what is the problem you are going to get here. Move to element. I have to create a web element first of all, right? Driver.find element, by.id, ID of that blocks menu I'll provide. And here I'll say blocks menu is equal to, I'll create the web element. So this element Selenium can see before moving the mouse onto the blocks menu. Selenium can actually see this blocks menu, guys. I'll inspect this. But before hovering, can you see Selenium by Arun option? No. But before moving, can you see blocks menu? Yes. So copy this ID just and provide the ID here. And now here blocks menu, I'll say dot. From here, where I want to move, from blocks menu, where I want to move, Selenium by Arun. Inspect this. Copy this. And here, Selenium by Arun. Span tag is there. Double slash a slash span. Text is equal to anchor tag. Text is equal to, like the Selenium by Arun I'll provide. You see, it's locating this element. Copy this XPath. Now here, if you create a web element, you see that something will not work here. Just see what will happen. You will get no such element exception in this case. I'll tell you the reasons. If you write the code like this, you'll not be able to automate whatever I try to automate. Okay. Selenium by Arun option is equal to, okay. I'll write the code like this. You'll get no such element exception. Create a web element here. And here, because move to element, I'll say move to element of web element. Move to element of web element, Selenium by Arun option here. Dot. Here, when you have multiple commands, instead of using just dot perform, you use dot build dot perform. Dot build the multiple commands and then perform. It's better to write dot build, guys. Even though without dot build also it will work. Even though you don't provide dot build also, when there are multiple commands, it's going to work. But it's better to provide dot build dot perform, even though it's working without build command. Okay, it's a good practice to write dot build dot perform because it's a better thing. The build command is designed for that, to build multiple commands and then perform. Okay. So some people will not use build and directly say dot perform. That will also work for them. But as a good practice, you better write dot build dot perform. Even though it's working or not working, doesn't matter. Use dot build dot perform. Okay. Now, if I run the code, do you think my mouse will move on to the blocks menu? From there, it will go on to the Selenium by Arun. What do you say? Will it happen, guys, this time? What I will get? What is the problem I will get? What is the problem that I'm going to get here? When I move my mouse onto the blocks menu, and why can't I move on to the Selenium by Arun? Why? Because before moving the mouse only, I'm writing this web element, driver.find element. So this option is available on the page. Before you move your mouse onto the blocks menu, can you see Selenium by Arun option? So here, guys, the problem is, before I move my mouse onto before this activity is done, the activity is being done in which line? 22nd line. In 22nd line, when I move my mouse onto the blocks menu, then only Selenium by Arun option is visible. But before I move on to the blocks menu, is a Selenium by Arun option is available on the web page. But when it is not available on the web page, I'm trying to create a web element. This particular line will give no such element exception or not. If I move my mouse onto the blocks menu, this will not give any exception. But before I move my mouse onto this blocks menu, this line will give you no such element exception or not? Yes or no? Because I have not moved onto the mouse. I didn't move my mouse onto the blocks menu, and Selenium by an option is not visible on the page. Selenium will try to find this Selenium by an option when the mouse is not moved onto the blocks menu, when it is not there, and it will give you which exception, guys. What is the name of the exception that you will get at 20th line when Selenium by an option is not visible on the page? No such element exception you are going to get. Let's run the code and see whether the exception is coming or not. Let's find it out. Whether the exception is coming or not, let's find it out. Let's find it out. I'm not moving my mouse anywhere. I have removed my hand on the mouse from the mouse. The page is loading. Yeah, it's working still. It's good that it is working, guys. It's good that it is working. But earlier we used to get no such element exception. Earlier we used to get no such element exception, but now it's not coming. But somehow it is working, guys. Maybe it's taking from DOM. The latest version of Selenium is taking the Selenium Byron option from DOM. Okay, that's okay. But I thought it will not work, but it's still working. But even though it is working, it's not a good idea to do something like this. What you have to better do is don't write the code like this. Even though it is working, also don't do the code like this. Write dot perform directly. After you move your mouse onto the blocks menu, then you move your mouse onto the action. Okay, Selenium Byron, that is the best one. Even though it is working, but in the older versions of Selenium, I've seen that this is not working. But now in the latest version of some Selenium, something got changed and it is working, guys. But it's better that whatever the version you are using, it's better that you write this line later. Okay, after you move your mouse onto the blocks menu, you create the web element for Selenium by Arun, and again you say the same actions and call a method. Instead of writing in the single line, write something like this. Okay, step by step you write. Earlier we used to get the exception, guys. Now we are not getting. That's okay. Things will keep changing. That's okay. But only thing is that I'm saying is before you move your mouse onto the blocks menu, don't try to create the web element for Selenium by Arun option. Even though it is working, also don't do that. Better you write after you move your mouse onto the blocks menu, again you create the web element and again you use the actions class and move to element. This is the best way, guys. Okay. So even though it is working, better you perform like this. Okay. Dot. Here, what I want to do, move to element. After moving my mouse onto the blocks menu, after my moving my mouse on Selenium by Arun, what I want to do here, guys, what I want to do here, I want to perform left click. Left click of my mouse I want. It's not click, left click, mouse left click. Everyone type mouse left click I want to do here. Okay. Even for the mouse on blocks menu, again from that, move your mouse onto Selenium by Arun, and then mouse left click you have to perform here. Mouse left click, not normal click or something. It's mouse left click. Okay. So everyone type mouse left click in the chat box that I'm going to automate here. I'm going to automate how to perform mouse left click here. So everyone type mouse left click in the chat box. Yes. How to perform mouse left click? There is a command in actions class known as click command. The name of the command is what, guys? Click command. This click command belongs to what class? Actions class. It doesn't belong to the web elements. Even web element also has a click command, right? Blocks menu dot click is there. But I'm not using the predefined method of the web element interface. Rather, I'm using the click method of which class here? I'm using the click method of which class here? I'm using actions class, actions related click method, which will perform mouse left click. Here, how many commands I use so far? How many commands I use? Two commands, more than one command. So dot build, dot perform, dot perform I have to write. If only one command is there, dot perform is enough. But if there are multiple commands, dot build, dot perform, it may work without dot build also, it may work, but it's better. In the latest versions, it's working, but still, you better use dot build, dot perform. And also, even though in a single line it is working, right? Better you go to that and then again create a web element and then move to the element. That's the best way, guys. Okay. That's the best way to get the things done. Earlier, we used to get exceptions like no such element exception. We don't know what will change at what point of time. Better to write the code like this. Okay. Now, whether the left click is happening or not, let's see. I'll run the code and see whether whatever we want to achieve is happening or not. Okay. Whatever we want to achieve is happening or not. Let's see. I'm not going to fiddle or move my mouse anywhere. Fiddling means moving the mouse here and there is known as fiddling. So I am not touching my mouse. Once the page loads, the mouse will go on to the blocks menu. From the Selenium by Arun, it will click on the Selenium by Arun. Left click will be done, and you'll be taken to Selenium by Arun page, website page. Is it working? Is script working? I'm able to automate the mouse activities, yes or no? Guys, is it working? Yes, it is working, right? It is working. Great. Next is what? What is next? What I want to do next? Next is I want to do some other activities. This activity I have performed, guys. Move to element, click dot perform dot build methods. Don't huddle or fiddle your mouse while these activities are being done. Okay, so it's better. Next activity that I'm going to automate now for you is automate and show you for now is drag and drop by. Okay, the next one is drag and drop by. What is drag and drop by? I'll show you one application page where you can automate this drag and drop by. If I go to this, website page, and here you see a slider here. Can you see a slider, horizontal slider? Guys, can you see the horizontal slider? Ashish, I am focusing more on the actions. Okay, Ashish Bahupuri. I am focusing more on the commands. Okay, let's not worry about the verifying the title. That will be anyhow covered in the end-to-end automation, right? So don't worry about that, Ashish. Is that fine? Is that fine, Ashish? As you're asking me to verify the title, we can verify the title, but that will waste our time. So I'm not doing that. Okay. Let's focus on that during end-to-end automation that we are going to do anyhow after learning all these concepts. Okay. It's very easy to verify the things, but when we go to TestNG, right, lot of things we'll cover there. In TestNG only, lot of things I'm going to cover for you. So don't worry there. So guys, what I want to do next is, I would like to, here you can see something known as horizontal slider, right? This is called as what? Horizontal slider. Everyone type in the chat box, what is this? Horizontal slider. Slider means this one. You can move your these options. It can have multiple options. Just horizontally only you can move. This is called as horizontal slider. Okay. It's one of the web element in the HTML. Okay. It's one of the web element where you can move your mouse from left to right, and left you can move, or right you can move these options. But in order to move these options, I have to click on this, hold this left click option on the mouse and drag this and drop it here. You see, for this kind of activities to be done using mouse, I have to move the element onto this option, then drag this and drag this to either the left side or the right side. You can drag and move it to the left side or right side. But whenever I am dragging here, whenever I'm dragging one of the option here, slider options here, can you see the numbers being changed here? Originally, when I refresh the page, you see here 200 is there. If I drag it, the number is changing. Okay, now number is changing, like 380 is changing. This proves that this particular option has been dragged. Okay. So to perform this activity on this horizontal slider, to perform this particular dragging activity on this horizontal slider in Selenium automation, from the mouse actions related to mouse, we have to use a command known as drag and drop by command. What is the command I have to use, guys? Drag and drop by command I have to use. Everyone type in the chat box the name of the command that I have to use for dragging and dropping. What is the name of the command I have to use? Drag and drop by command. Everyone type in the chat box the name of the command so that you will remember. Drag and drop by command is the name of the command that we have to use. Okay. Drag and drop by. Demonstrate dragging and dropping the start button on a slider horizontal to the right. Demonstrate dragging and dropping the start button horizontally to the left. Okay. So this is the page we are going to use. Anyhow, I opened the web application page here, refreshed here. So I'm going to automate. So drag and drop by demo. I'll create a new class. I'll name this class as drag and drop by demo. With main method, I'll create. Here I'll write the automation code. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then Control Shift O. Then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. Here provide the application URL. Here provide the application URL, guys, where the slider. You provide the page of the URL where the slider option is available. Once you go to this page, we have the slider here. I'll inspect one of these option here. Before doing that, I'll create an object for the actions class, because using the mouse only, I have to drag and drop by actions is equal to new actions. Whenever you have to simulate the mouse actions or keyboard activities, then you have to import this actions class from Selenium library. Okay, and here pass the driver object, pass this particular driver object, and then write down the code actions dot move to element. Which element you have to move your mouse onto? This particular option that I want to drag and drop to. Okay, right click, inspect this. This is inspect, and this HTML code I got, guys. This HTML code I got. I would like to see any other unique element is there in this HTML code of this option. Somewhere I can see price minimum label. This is a unique. So copy this and here write the code like this. Control F /A square bracket @ is equal to, give the value of that attribute. Is it locating? Is it locating, guys? Let's see whether it is locating or not. So here cannot show you properly, but here it is there. Yeah, here it is there. You see price minimum label. It's locating, guys. It's locating. You see, you can hover the mouse and you can see that this option is getting located. Okay, on the UI, you can see that that's getting highlighted. That means it got located. I create an XPath expression like this, copy this, and come back here, create a web element for that. Driver dot find element by dot XPath, provide the XPath expression, and put a semicolon here. And here write down driver dot find element, web element you create. So minimum price option. Okay, minimum price, min price. Over the mouse, create local variable. On the slider, we have this minimum price option that I want to hover the mouse on this, move my mouse onto that. And what I want to do after my mouse is moved onto this, I have to drag and drop by. Okay, I'll say drag and drop by. Drag and drop by. Here, drag and drop is something different. Drag and drop by is different. What I have to use in these commands? Here, I don't have to move also. Here, I don't have to move also. I can directly say drag and drop by I have to use. So here, when I say drag and drop, there are two commands coming in which I have to take which one? Drag and drop or drag and drop by I have to use. Which one I have to take, guys? Drag and drop or drag and drop by? Here, when I say actions dot drag, if I write, there are two commands coming. In this, I have to take the second one. We'll use drag and drop for other ways where we have the source element and destination element where we have to drag and drop onto. But here only source element is there. But how much length I have to drag, that I have to provide here. This is a command all about drag and drop by. Here web element I'll provide here, drag and drop by web element, and here over the mouse on this, you'll get the description here, int x offset, int y offset. What is x means? X means like this. Y means y coordinate. X offset, y offset. Let's do some R&D on x offset and y offset here. ChatGPT. We'll go to ChatGPT and do some R&D on x offset and y offset. So what is that command, guys? Drag and drop by. Drag and drop by is a command in Selenium Java. What is x offset and y offset means? Okay, x means x coordinate kind of thing, y means y coordinate. X offset means what? It represents the horizontal distance to move the element. A position value moves the element to the right and negative value moves to the left. Y offset means it represents the vertical distance to move the element. Vertically, if you want to move, positive value moves the element to the down, and negative value moves it to the up. Whereas here in x offset, if it is positive value, it moves to the right. If it is a negative value, it moves to the left. For example, if an element at coordinates 100 on the screen, okay, x and y coordinates is 100 on the screen, and you use drag and drop by element 50 it will move the element 150 on the screen, 50 that is 50 pixels to the right, what is the actual thing that you are giving? X offset, what is the data type you are giving? Are you giving in centimeters, millimeters, or meters, or inches? What is the item here by which you are moving your that particular element? In what quantity you are moving? What quantity you are moving, guys? Pixels. Pixels. I explained about pixels in non-tech to tech series. Pixels is like, a small dot. If you take an image, in that image is formed with the help of the pixels on your screen. Whatever you see on the screen, the visual UI is a combination of pixels. Every pixel will be very small dot kind of stuff having some color. For example, this logo that is coming here, this tutorials ninja logo that I created long back, and it has some blue color and black color and white color. All this is created using the pixels, guys. It's a combination of, there will be a lot of pixels here. Okay. So when you purchase a camera, guys, when you purchase a camera, how many megapixels they will say, right? How many megapixels? If you purchase a camera having high pixels, good number of megapixels, what is the benefit that you are getting? Can anyone say what is the benefit you are getting when you purchase a camera which has when you are purchasing a mobile phone or smartphone having good megapixels count, and because of that you spend a lot of amount on that. When you take a picture in that camera, what will be the high resolution? Yes, right, Nigora, high resolution will be there. Clarity of the pics will be good. High resolution. What does resolution or clarity of the pics means? When you zoom that picture, the picture will break or will not break. For example, here, if I take this, one of the image, if I take, or I'll go to one location in my machine where I can show you what will happen. There are two types of logos in my machine, guys. There are two types of logos that are there in my machine. You can see which one is of better resolution and has good number of pixels. You have to tell me. So which image has a good pixels? You have to tell me, guys. I'll just take you to one location. Yeah, here I'll take. Now you have to tell me which one has good resolution, high resolution. Which image has high resolution? I'll take you to this particular one of the image I'll take here. Okay, this image I'll take. QFox image. You see, the moment I load, do you see that clarity is good here? Is the clarity good? Some kind of blurriness is red there, na? Guys, you see, even though before actually zooming it out only some blur thing is coming. What if I zoom it more? If I zoom it more like this, what is happening? Even it is becoming more blur, right? You see, you can see a lot of pixels will be there here, and the less number of pixels in this area. Less number of pixels are used while creating this image. Because of that, before even zooming up only, it's breaking, and if I zoom it a bit more, you see it's kind of very blur, and it doesn't look good. The clarity is gone. That means less number of pixels are there in this area, in this confirmed area. But if I go to another logo here, if I go with this logo, let's say, if I go with this logo, you see it got zoomed to some level, but do you see any blurriness here? Guys, do you see any blurriness here? No. When I zoom it, still, can you see any blurriness here? Guys, can you see any blurriness here? If I do it more, still no, still no, still no. Now some portion is there. Some portion has started now. At this zoom level, it started. But compared to the previous image, this image is good in quality, I mean clarity and resolution or not? Which image has higher resolution? Old one or this the new latest logo? Which one has higher resolution? New one has higher resolution. Because why it has higher resolution? Because more pixels were used. Okay, in this given area, more pixels were used, so that when you zoom also, that pixels are loading, and because of which the quality or clarity of the image is not breaking. So that is what is the benefit you get, guys, when you purchase a camera. When you purchase a camera having high resolution or whatever it is. Okay, when you take the picture in that camera, in high costly cameras, when you costly mobile phones you take and take the pictures of your friends, even though you zoom it, right, the pictures are not going to break. If the quality of the camera is like less resolution is there, the picture will break, guys. Okay, picture will break. Yes, correct, Nigora. High resolution refers to concentration of more pixels within the given area. Concentration of, by putting more pixels in a given area, you will get high resolution. But if you take a camera of like cheap price, and if you take a picture with that, less resolution will come, and you cannot use it for all purposes. Some purposes like DP you can put and all, but when you want to get it printed out and go to one photo studio and try to give that less resolution picture, and they'll not say, sir, we cannot actually print it out at this size because the pixels are breaking, they will say, okay, we cannot get this picture at that level, they will say, okay. So that is the problem you'll get with pixels. So here the length of that particular pixel is what? Here, whatever the thing that you are providing in units is nothing but a pixel unit. Pixel will be very small dot case, okay? How many pixels by which you have to drag that particular element by 50 pixels, okay? So here already have written the command, guys, actions dot drag and drop by minimum price. Here hover the mouse. X offset means horizontal. Horizontal, how many? If I hover the mouse here, X offset means horizontally how many pixels you want to move. If you give a positive number, that particular minimum price option will be moved by that many number of times. For example, if I give 169, let's say I'm just giving some random number 169. Vertically, can I give in this case, can I give vertical movement? In this case, can I give vertically? Can I drag it down? Can I drag it down vertically, guys? Can I drag it down vertically? No, I cannot drag. So guys, here this 200 is not in the form of pixels. Don't think that 200 is in pixels. 200 is some points there. This particular slider is using some points based on some it is moving. But number of pixels and this is not that same thing. Here 200 is something different, and movement is being done by another type of unit like pixels. So don't think when I move by 100 it will become 200 to 300. Don't think like that, okay? So pixels is a different unit, and here 200 whatever that is mentioned is a different unit. So don't count that. Don't count that. If I give 100 here, it will be 200 plus 100, 300. Don't count because 200 is a different unit here. That is application is following. Here, whatever I am moving by pixels is a different unit. Okay. So here I'll whatever if I give 100 also, it will not see 300. That's the reason. So fine. And here I'm giving 0 here because why I'm giving 0 here? Vertically, I cannot drag it down. Vertically, I cannot drag it. Here I'm giving a positive number on the horizontal X offset. I'm giving as horizontal pixels so that that option will be dragged and dropped by onto the right side with 100 pixels size. Okay, dot perform I'll say. Let's see whether that is happening or not. Initially it is 200. Like let's see, some number will change. It will not be 300, but it will be changed to something else. Okay, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how many till how many durations it's changing. Let's see how much points it's changing. Let's see, but it's in pixels, so after the page loads, you see 200 become 370. When I give 100, 100 is equal to 170 pixels in this case. 100 pixels is equal to 170 points in this application, guys. So it's moving like that. What if I give a negative number instead of a positive number? If I give negative number, it will move to the left side by 170 points, that is 100 pixels. It will move to the left side. That particular option will be dragged to the left side. If you give a negative number, it will be dragged and dropped to the left side, guys. Let's see. I'll not fiddle my mouse during this process. After the page loads, you can see that the option is moving to the left side. You see 170 pixels it moved, though I gave, 100 pixels it has moved, but 170 points it has moved to the left side. Okay. Not only this option, you can try this option also, but only horizontally. Okay. Only horizontally you have to try, guys. Vertically, you cannot do that. Everyone clear with this? Everyone clear with this? Just type C in the chat box if you are able to understand this. Guys, just type yes in the chat box if you are able to understand this. Negative value if I give, it will move to the left side. Positive value I will give, it will move to the right side. If you find any slider which is vertical slider, then you can apply this side options. This side options you can apply, guys. Vertical slider you need to find though. Okay, we need to find a vertical slider where you can drag and drop down. Okay, so I don't have any vertical slider with me, but if you find anywhere, you just let me know. We'll do that. Okay. So here horizontal will give 0 and vertical will give the values if it is a vertical slider. Okay. In some situations, you will get a vertical slider also. Yeah. So yeah, that I'll cover. What is the difference between drag and drop by I'll cover in some time. Don't worry about that. So here, next command is Here, somewhere here we have drag and drop. I'll cover as part of that. Okay. Just wait till the time. Okay. Then you will understand what is drag and drop. So in the main high level difference in drag and drop by is like here by pixels, you are dragging the options. But here drag and drop means there will be two elements. You are dragging one element onto the other element. There is a source element and destination element, and you are dragging one element onto another element. That is drag and drop. So with this example, you will understand, okay? So the difference between drag and drop and drag and drop. But at a high level, I explained that in drag and drop by, you are moving the element with the help of the mouse using some pixels. But here in drag and drop, source element to the destination element, you have to, two elements should be there, web elements, two web elements. What is the source element? And that source element has to be moved and drop down to the destination element, we have to see. Okay. Then now let's go on to the next activity, guys. That is context click. Next activity is what? Context click. I'll go to this. Okay, I'll go to this application. I would like to right click on the search box field. I would like to do what? Using my mouse, I want to right click on the search box field. What is happening, guys? When I right click on the search box field, am I getting some right click options here? If I right click somewhere here, you'll get different option. If you right click somewhere here, you may get different. Here, when I right click here, emoji, undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, paste as plain text is coming, select all, spell check, write it direction, open in reading mode, inspect is coming. You see, paste as some plain text is not coming here. You see, in this right click options are different. When I right click on the search box field, paste as plain text is coming, paste options are coming. When I right click here, paste options are not coming, save as options are coming, but different menu options are coming. If I right click here, paste options are not coming here, you see. But when I right click on the text box field, I'm getting paste options. So I want to right click on the search box field. That's my requirement. Okay. I want to right click on the search box field. That is my requirement. How to right click on the search box field or any other element? You want to right click on the button, you can right click here. You want to right click on the search box field, you can right click any element. But I would like to, use search box field to right click. I would like to use search box field to right click, guys. Okay, right click on the search box field I want to use. How to right click on the search box field? I'll tell you. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is what I'm going to do to right click on the search box field here is would like to simply right click on the search box field. What I want to do here is okay. So for that in actions class, we have a predefined method for that known as context click. What is the name of the command, guys? Everyone type in the chat box, which can be used for right clicking on any element. Context click. Everyone type in the chat box the name of the command that we have to use for right clicking on the web pages using mouse right click. If you want to automate the mouse right click, you want to right click on your mouse, you will get menu options. Generally, when you right click on your mouse, you'll get menu options, right? So that is called as context click. Okay. So in the command name is context click. Demonstrate right clicking on the search box field. I'm going to demonstrate that now. So I already opened this application here. Okay, I already opened this application here, tutorialsninja.com/demo application. So in this, I would like to take the search box field and right click there. For that, I'll write the code, guys. It's very easy things. Mouse activities are very easy. Just commands you have to learn. That's it. Context click demo, context click demo, public static void main. And here I'll write the code that is Chrome driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then Control Shift O, then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. I will say in this get command, I'll provide the application URL. And here write down actions class actions is equal to new actions and pass the driver here, provide semicolon and say Control Shift O. Then write down actions dot, what is the command I have to use, guys? Context click. What is the command I have to use to right click on that particular element? You see, when I say context con or something, I'm getting two options: normal context click with web element. If I use a normal context click, it will right click on the top left corner of the page. I'm not right clicking on a particular element here. I'm not providing any web element. So if I use a normal context click, what will happen? It will right click on the web page, but on the top left corner of the web page. I have have to use dot perform, guys. Don't forget about dot perform at the end. Perform method you have to add at the end. You see here, context click will happen, right click will happen, but not on the search box field. It will happen on the top left corner of the web page. Just observe that on the top left corner of the web page, right click will happen. Can you see that, guys? Right click option same on the top left corner of the web page. Is that clear, guys? Guys, is it clear where the top right click happened? On the top left corner of the web page, right click happened. That will happen. Okay, if you use normal context click, that will happen, guys. But if you want to really right click on a particular element, on a web element, then you write down actions.context click. You take this second command overloaded, another overloaded method is there, web element kind of thing, and say dot perform here. And here I have to pass the web element. For passing the web element, on what element I want to perform, right click on the search box field, inspect the search box field, and here I'm getting a name locator. Copy this name locator and write down driver dot find element by dot name locator. Provide the name locator here. Put a semicolon here. Search box field is equal to over the mouse on the search box field and create a local variable. And here search box field you copy paste here. That's it. Yeah, web element. On the web element, we are trying to right click this time. Earlier, normal context click we have used where right click happened on the top left corner of the page. Now, when you use the web element, it will right click on the search box field. Okay, it will right click on the search box field this time. Just see here what will happen. You see it is right clicking on the search box field. All the menu options are coming on the search box field or not. You see paste as plain text option is also coming. Paste as plain text option is also coming on the right click menu options because it has right click on a kind of text box field. Everyone clear with this command? How to use right click? How to perform mouse right click using Selenium? How to perform mouse right click using Selenium is clear for you. Just type C in the chat box if it is clear. With the help of context click command, we can right click on the text box field. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Great. So fine. So Ashish is saying something. If you have to select an option from the right click, like inspect at last. Yeah, I'll show the code. Just see the code here. Mahesh, can you see the code? Actions.context click. I have to give the web element on which I want to right click and say dot perform. And here, if I use normal context click, it will right click, but on the top left corner of the page. Ashish, what you are saying? Ashish, can you be more clear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to click on any specific option, like after clicking on right click, and then we see some options in the right click. So I just wanted to click any of the options like inspect.
Okay.
So
You mean to say that, yes, I understood. If you right click here, can you select any options here? That's what is the thing,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You cannot inspect these options. You cannot inspect these options. For this, we have to take some external help, right? For this, we can take some external help. But if there is a way or not, like if I use some mouse, keyboard keys. Okay, if I simulate pressing some keyboard keys, whether that happens or not, you can see some options are being done. So if I right click
Okay.
here, let's say, if I say back option for forward is not coming, back is coming because forward is not disabled, right? Only enabled options is going on. Maybe we can use that keyboard activities. Okay, we can automate the keyboard activities. Maybe what we can do here is dot. Let's do that. Dot send keys command will be there here also. Send keys command will be there here also. Keys dot down arrow. This will press the down keyboard key on your keyboard. Till now, we have seen the mouse activities. Here, we are using a combination of mouse activities and keyboard activities because Ashish is asking me this question. So I'm trying to do that, solve that. How to select the options how to select the options. Let's try that. So with the help of keyboard activities, we can do that. Here, I'll comment this part and here I'll write down dot send keys command I'll use. The send keys command doesn't belong to the web element. It belongs to the actions class. Okay, actions dot send keys this is. Here I'll write down keys dot down and say dot build dot perform. Dot build dot perform. Okay, dot build dot perform. let's see what is happening for now. Let's see whether that first option in the keyboard keys is getting selected or not. Let's see. Enabled option in the keyboard keys is getting selected or not. Let's see. I mean, right click menu options in that enabled option on the right click is getting selected or not. Let's see. I don't think it is happening, right? Is it happening, guys? No, right? Right clicking is done. But when I right click, okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll say pass for 2 seconds. Pass here, long. Okay, what is the duration I have to give? I'm just thinking. 2 seconds I'll give and run this. Right click run as. Pass is a command for passing the script. Let's see if it is too fast. I'm just giving 2 seconds to pass after right click. And after that, I'm trying to press the key down. Let's see if that is happening or not. After 2 seconds, is any keyboard key is pressing down. Manually, if I am doing it's happening, but here it is not happening, guys. Okay. I'll do one thing whether I'll do one thing dot send keys dot enter key I'll press. What is happening? Let's see. So getting that right click menu is one thing, but after right click is coming, that right click is not part of the web page. So we don't know whether we can automate that or not. The right click options, how to automate that. I've never tried, but there is a very good question, Ashish. Let's try that out. I don't think it will move to the element, but copy paste text in search box. Yeah, whatever it is, the ultimate thing is that we need to copy paste some text into the text box field, right? So all this kind of activities, how to do for that to be done, we have to right click and we should be able to select an option, right? So here I cannot inspect this. I cannot inspect these options. You see, I cannot inspect these options, but how to navigate through this? We'll do some R&D here. That's a very good question. Let's do some R&D. So how to move my mouse onto the right click options, right click menu options. After context click in Selenium Java. How to move my mouse onto the right click options and perform operations, perform click operation or and perform select and select option and select any option, any right click menu option, any right click menu option after context click in Selenium Java. Let's see what it is giving any solutions or not. Let's see. Perform a context click on the element you want to interact. Move the mouse to the desired options in the right click menu. Click on the option to select. Let's see how they are moving. Right click option that is move to element dot build dot perform. No, I don't think so. This is what I am expecting here. I don't think we can inspect that right click option, right? How can we inspect that? I'll try that. Is there any way to inspect also? I'll try if required. So if I do this, it's going on. Don't think we can actually inspect this options, right? Okay. See, whatever the text is copied there, that is being pasted in my cursor. Whatever the text is currently copied, that is getting pasted. So how to copy that? If you want to copy something, let's say, select this and or else we can do one thing. We can click here, double click here. Some processor is getting selected. Double click here. Then you'll get this option. Then you can copy this option or something and then go here and paste it, for example. If you want to do that, it's not so easy, right? So first we have to understand how to do that. In DevTools source tab, can we pass that? Once I right click here and click on pass. No, it's not happening, right? The moment I change the option here, it's going off. F8 control backward slash pause script execution using control backward slash. Control, where is the backward slash? Is it passing? The script execution passing or F8? F8. Is it passing? Shortcut keys also not working, guys. You see, pass script execution using F8 key or control. They are saying if I without that, if I say control F8, is it passing? Yeah, it's passing in debugger and resume this. Okay. But when I right click here, F8 I am pressing. It's not working. I cannot pass this. I cannot pass this kind of thing. It's not happening, guys. Without menu, I'm able to pass. But with right click menu options, it is not passing. For example, if I click here and say F8, is it passing? If I click inside and say F8, what happened again? F1, F8. Now it's passing. Resume. Right click. F1, F8. It's not happening, guys. F1, F8 is not working. Or control backward slash. Control backward slash. Is it parsing in debugger mode? Now if I click here and say control backward slash, it's not happening. Only F8 is working, but it's also not working in a proper way. Okay. It's not passing. Yes, maybe we have to use robot class. Maybe we have to use robot class. It's been long time I have used robot class, guys. I don't remember the stuff. Robot class is from Java library. It's not from Selenium. Robot is from Java. Can we use robot class from Java to move my mouse onto the right click menu options after using context click command of actions class in Selenium Java to select any option from right click options. Let's try that out. You can use robot class from Java to simulate mouse movements and click after the performing a context using the actions class in Selenium with here how you can do it. So here actions int specify the x coordinate, y coordinate, robot dot, where is the robot created? First of all, robot is called new robot. This is from Java library, I think. So robot dot mouse move x and y. Mouse press input button dot input even dot that one. Okay. X and y coordinates of that particular thing we have to find, then only it is possible. But people don't prefer robot because I don't know. Yeah. Please note that because this is the reason people don't use robot. They don't want to depend on robot. Okay. Please note that using robot class for mouse actions can be platform dependent and may not work consistent across different environments. Additionally, it is a low-level approach and doesn't provide the same level of abstraction reality as WebDriver actions. So it's generally recommended to use WebDriver actions class whenever possible. If not possible, only you have to use. There is no other way. Only we have to go with the robot class. Okay. Yeah, Manjula has shared some article. Let's try that out. I am using Selenium WebDriver. I am not able to select second option from the options opened on the right click. Okay. So actions, dot send keys. I did this right. I tried this only. Send keys dot arrow down was not working right for me. Was I not using a proper key at the time? Oh, sorry. Down key I was using. Keys dot arrow down. Okay, I was using down key, guys. Sorry. Wrong command I was using. Maybe you would have got the solution there. Let's try this out. Let's see whether that is happening or not. Right click run as Java application. I used the wrong key, but this key is working or not, I don't know. But let's try that out. Whether this arrow down is working or not after right clicking. It doesn't look like it is working though. But I'll try using this. I can write like this. I'll say dot pass for 2 seconds. Okay. 2000 milliseconds I have to give. Then dot send keys. Dot pass for. Okay, what is that? It's not coming. So dot build dot perform I created. That's the reason. Dot pass. Duration it is saying. Dot pass duration dot half seconds of 2 seconds. Here also I have to give duration dot half seconds. Duration dot half seconds of 2 seconds I have to give. And say dot send keys. I'll say keys dot again I'll say arrow down. Keys dot arrow down. And again I'll pass it for some. I'll see till where it is going and try that out. First of all, here I'll try manually. Right click here, emoji. After that, paste as plain text. 3 times I have to press keyboard key. So third time I'll press paste as plain text. Let's say dot pass duration dot half seconds of 2 seconds and say dot send keys of keys dot arrow down. Again, I'll pass for 2 seconds. Dot pass for duration dot half seconds of 2, and then simply write down dot send keys dot enter key I'll press, and finally I'll say dot build dot perform. Run this code and see whether any option is getting selected or not. We'll find it out. Is there?
Aaron,
Yeah, Nigora.
can we divide this code on two parts, like a action context click build perform, and after second part is the send keys. If we actions
Two different stuff. You mean to say?
actions context click on search field dot build perform, and after second part the send keys for what we want to do.
Okay. Is that okay? I separated it. No, it has to work means it will work, but it's not working means there's some problem here. It's not working as the way they have demonstrated in the article, but we'll see. Keys dot arrow downs and that's what I tried, but it's not working. You see, didn't work for me. I tried the following actions, builder and build context click, send keys arrow down. Okay, it's not working. Doesn't work for me either. Okay, it's not working. Using robot class, you can do this. Try the following code. Maybe you can do this. I'll copy paste this code and see instead of these actions, I'll use a robot. but robot is not recommended and to be used only when the normal commands are not working. Import this from Java library. Robot doesn't belong to Selenium automation, guys. Robot class belong to the Java library. Robot class belong to the Java library only. Okay, just be aware of that. Key event, import this key event from the Java library. VK down, VK down. How many times? 3 times I will say VK down and press enter key. And only one time enter key is enough. Here robot, what it is saying. Ignore that exception for a while. Run this code and see whether that is happening or not. Okay, what is happening? Emoji is selected or some? Key event VK down means key down, I think so. VK down. Okay, I'm pressing and releasing. Okay, sorry, I thought I should not release key. Robot key dot key press key release. Here, again, I have to write this multiple times. 3 times I have tried this key press and key release. Send keys, it will automatically press and release the key. But here, let's say what is happening. Let's see this time. It's working. At least it is working, guys. But it was selecting the first option. But this time I'm trying to select the third active option. That is paste as plain text. I'm trying. Let's see. Will not be able to paste anything, but we'll see. Yeah, it has pasted something, guys. It has pasted something. Robot, whatever I copy pasted in my mouse cursor, right, that is being pasted. It's working at least. It's working using robot. We are able to try, but robot is not recommended. Only when you don't have any other option left out, you have to go for robot, guys. Just make that clear. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll do one thing. I'll try to copy something and paste into something. So what I want to copy, I want to decide first. What I want to copy from this page, I want to decide first. After going to this page, I would like to copy this. If I double click here, what will happen? It will highlight this one. I have to right click on that and say copy option. If I right click on this, I'm not getting copy option. When I double click on this, I'm getting the copy option, right? So I would like to copy this Intel text and paste here. Let's assume that that's our scenario. So we'll try to take this as a separate thing, guys. Okay, we'll try to take this as a separate thing because a lot of things are there here. Let's try to take this activity as a separate thing. Save this. Control Shift O. Let's try to take this as a separate thing. Select option in right click menu. Right click menu demo. Main method I'm creating. And here I'm writing Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. Then write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get. Driver dot get. And in that provide the application URL of this page. Copy this and paste it here. And now after that, what I want to do, I want to go to this particular text and right click on a particular text. I don't know whether I can inspect this. Paragraph is there, paragraph element is there. When you double click on the paragraph, what is happening? Let's see first of all. So let's double click on this paragraph and see what is happening. For double click, we have a mouse command. So here I have to take the paragraph and it's part of image caption. Featured is a section under which these options are there, guys. I'll copy this. Control F /H3. text is equal to featured, text is equal to featured, and under that slash following colon p. 1 of 9 are coming. In that, if I have to locate the first one and go and see the first one, yes, it is locating the first one, Intel Core related stuff. Copy this XPath expression, and here I have to write first of all actions. Actions is equal to new actions, and then say driver here. Then say driver here, guys. Driver. Control Shift O. Then actions dot. Sorry, create a web element for that. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. By dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression of that paragraph text under that product paragraph text. Put a semicolon here. And after that, I'll say para text is equal to, over the mouse on this, not the entire, I don't know what it will do, but let's try that out. Actions dot, we have double click command, double click on this particular para text, double click on, this will simulate the mouse left click, mouse double, 2 times will mouse left click, right? 2 times will mouse left click, right? That is 2 times mouse left click is nothing but double click, that will do dot perform, I'll say. So what is happening, let's see. After that, we'll see what is happening when I double click on that, what is happening. Let's see on the para text. After that, we'll take the next step, okay? It's selecting the processor, that's okay. Something it is selecting, but double click it's only selecting, but right click is not happening. After selecting that, something is double click para text means it's selecting some text. That's okay. Some para text is being selected. That's okay. If I do single click, nothing is happening. If I give, maybe my mouse is moving on to that particular element here, and when I double click here, it's selecting like this. Okay. So my mouse is moving to particular element. At this area, my mouse cursor is there maybe. When I double click here, processor is getting, that's okay. Some text is being selected. That's okay. We want that. So after that, I would like to say double click dot context click, and say dot build dot perform. I'll say dot build dot perform for now. I'll see what is happening. Run this, right click, run as Java application. Whether the right click is options are coming on that perform or not. Copy options are coming or not. Let's see. After that, we'll use a robot class.
Aaron,
Yes.
can we perform with the send keys dot control C? Like a copy.
Okay.
Without,
Okay.
yeah. Send keys dot control C.
You are able to copy that?
No, I'm just asking.
I don't know, because the keys commands are not working, right? Send keys commands are not working, right? In this area. Because copy keys dot control C will work. That is another alternative way. But here we are only worrying about whether we are able to interact with menu options, right? For that, it may not be useful. But whatever you said is right. There's another way of copying the text from here. But here, what I want to try to prove that is select the text, right click, and then select this copy option. That's what I want. When you use send keys control C, it will work also. It will copy the text, whatever it's selected, right? It may copy that. Control C simulation, we can do that with the help of keyboard keys. That also may work. But I would like to be more realistic and, right click here and select copy option that I want. For that, I'll be using robot class. I'll focus more on the robot class. Robot is equal to new robot. That also will work, Nikora. That's not a problem. We can try that also if you want. Control Shift O will import from Java library. Robot class will be imported from Java library because it belongs to Java. And here robot class cannot be, ignore the exception. And find that after that, simply write down robot dot. What is the command, guys? Mouse press, right? We were using mouse press, I guess. So mouse press, in that, what was the command? Mouse press command. What was the mouse press command? Mouse, okay, key press they are saying. Sorry, not mouse press, key press, right? I have to keyboard key, I have to press. Key press, sorry. Key press, and in that I have to give key event dot vk down. Key event dot vk underscore down. Vk down. From all these are coming from Java library, guys. These are not from Selenium automation. This code is coming from Java. Key event, okay. Key event is also coming from Java. That's okay. Key event down, and we have to release that key to make that click happening, that move happening. Key release I have to use. Here again, I'll say key event dot vk down key. Same key I have to say. I have to release that key. Then only the key will be pressed and released. Here key press will happen. Key release will happen. So together it will press and release the key. Then after that, what I have to do? Robot dot key press key event. Copy option is in the first position only. So key event dot enter key vk enter I'll give, and I have to release the key also. So what they are using here, key press key release, 2 times they are using. That's okay. Key release I have to use key release of key event dot. Okay. So let's see whether this is happening or not. After that, after this is happened, if everything is working fine, then we have to say actions dot context click on web element. After this has happened, I'll go to the context click of web element. What is a web element? I'll create driver dot find element, driver dot, I'll go to the search box field, driver dot find element, by dot name. I think search is the name for that, if I remember from the previous script. If I remember, search is the name for that. I remember here search will be there. Yeah, search is the text for the search box field. I'm giving that search here and create the web element search box field. I'll say search box field is equal to, over the mouse on the search box field and say create local variable. Copy this and write down context click on the web element and say dot set keys is not performing. Dot perform I'll say. And here again I have to go to the robot class this time. And here I have to do this. Already it's created, so I don't have to do this. Robot class is already created. So robot dot key press vk down 3 times I have to do to go to that copy as plain text. I have to go press the key and then press enter key. Let's see whether this is happening or not. Whatever we wanted, that whatever the processor text it is copying, right? That copied text should be pasted into the search box field. It's something we are going to try here. Copy. It's working, guys. Is it working? Yes, right. We are able to achieve this. Okay. Using robot class, we are able to achieve that. Right. Can you see that processor has been typed, copied from here and pasted here? Okay. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? Just type C in the chat box if this is clear. You are able to automate this. This is a real-time thing. So that you may come across. So use some thread dot sleep. Yeah, if you want to see that in a slow manner, you can do that. Thread dot sleep you can do. Double click. After that, context click. After that, I'll say thread dot sleep. Here also you can do a pass, guys. Okay, if you want to do a pass here, you can do some pass here. Dot pass. Duration dot of seconds. Here also you can do that. Instead of thread dot sleep here, you can use in between the commands, you can use pass of 2 seconds. After 2 seconds only, it will context click. Okay. So I'll give 3 seconds otherwise. After right clicking, after 3 seconds, or here also, before right clicking also, I'll give some pass of duration dot of seconds of 2 seconds I'll give. After that, it right click. After that, para text. Before double clicking on the para text, we are giving 2 seconds of time. After that, it's going to double click. After that, 3 seconds of time we are giving. After that, right click. After the right click, I can pass here dot pass of duration dot of seconds. After right click, I'm giving some 3 seconds of time after right click. Then here, after pressing this key, robot dot, is there any command here to pass the delay in milliseconds? Use some milliseconds here. Let's say 2000 milliseconds, I'll delay. Okay, then I'll delay here also. Robot dot delay. After pressing, is there any need to delay? Yes, it's better. Let's do the delay command of the robot class. This is all from robot class is from Java, guys. Robot is a predefined class in Java, not from Selenium. This robot thing along with Selenium we are using. Sometimes we have to use a combination of different stuff. Robot dot delay. And here, before context click, I'll say already pass is there now. Already delay is there. Why to give that? After right click, I'll give pass here. Dot pass of duration dot of seconds. I'll give like 3 seconds here. Here, you should not give in milliseconds. Should give in seconds only. And here, copy paste this robot dot delay thing. After key press, for every key press, we'll do 2 seconds of time. And then after pressing enter, we'll give robot dot delay, and that's done. Let's run the script and see what is happening. So as per your request, I added all the delays everywhere in all the ways. I didn't use thread.sleep anywhere, but I used the predefined methods of this robot class and predefined methods of the actions class to delay the stuff. It will right click on the processor. It will select the copy option, and it will click on press the enter key, and it will right click on the search, then key down, plain, paste as plain text, press enter key. Yeah, that's it. Now you are able to see, guys, what happened. Guys, is it clear now with the duration? Ashish Bahurupi, is it clear? Ashish Bahurupi, by using, yeah, clear now? Okay. I think for today, I don't want to go behind this. As per your doubt, I cleared the doubt, and very good teamwork, guys, where we have actually achieved something. But as Nigora was saying, we can also copy paste. Not by writing this much of code is not required to copy paste. Okay, we can copy paste this particular text in a different way. How to do that? Shall we find out how to do that? So we can do one thing. I don't want to copy paste like this. Using send keys command, is there any way to copy paste? After 2 seconds, we'll double click on something like process the text. After that, here I'll do one thing. I'll just comment this out. Control C I'll do rather than this. I would like to press Control key. I would like to press Control keyboard key. I would like to press Control keyboard key, guys. Okay. Let's see whether that will happen or not. Actions dot pass dot double click. After a right click, I don't have to right click basically here. Control Z, Control Z. Okay. So I'll just do something. Here I'll simply write down, comment this out, and write down something like this. Actions dot. Instead of without double clicking, the text will not be selected. So I have to double click on the para text, double click on the para text. After the double click is happening, I'll use send keys. Keys dot, I have to press both the keys. That is Control C, I have to press. Control C, I have to press. Control C, I have to press. For that, for pressing multiple keys, guys, we have something here, chord option. We have to go with chord option. Chord off. I don't remember exactly what I have to give in chord. So you have to use a chord command basically, but how to provide multiple keys, the syntax I don't remember. How to use keys dot chord in Selenium Java for pressing for multiple keys, keyboard keys. Let's try that, it will give something. We'll see one example so that we can understand how to use a card command. Yeah, like this, we have to use card. Keys dot control, multiple keys we can give. So here I'll say keys dot control key, control C, right? Comma, keys dot. Here I have to directly give C here. Capitals C have to give here. Control A means A you are giving. Control C means C I have to give, I think so. Dot build dot perform. Let's see whether this is happening or not. And here also, I'll not use robot anywhere. If I have to copy paste that, the easiest way I'm showing you. With robot, that right click options we are able to select, but here without right clicking, we can get the action done by using Control C, Control V. Double click, send keys, but when I double click and Control C, Control V, the right click options will be there. That's okay. That here I'll comment this out. So you can uncomment and take the example. Okay. So here, this actions class also I'll comment, and here I'll write down actions dot, instead of context click, I have to say
Double click.
move to element, search box field dot, or click inside the dot click of dot, sorry, control Z. Instead of move to element, I'll simply click on the search box field, click command you have using web element click also is a normal, apart from normal left click, we have click inside the search box field dot, send keys. Here keys dot card of keys dot control comma control V. Control V, right? Control C, Control V. Pasting for Control V will use dot build dot perform. Okay, put a semicolon here and see whether that is happening or not. Control C and Control V is happening or not. Here what I am using, double click, that's okay. For selecting, we need to use double click only, then send keys, build dot perform, and actions click, send keys. Yeah. Let's run this and see whether that is happening or not. Using Control C, Control V, whether we are able to do the stuff or not. Let's see. We are simulating the keyboard key activities here. V is being pressed. So something.
We have to move first.
Hmm?
We have to move first.
We have to
We
move.
don't- Yeah.
Without knowing how this
Actions.
B will come, right? It will not come. Na? We have moved it. Maybe here.
Actions double click. Send keys. Control C, move to element, Control V, like that.
I don't think so. Okay, Control C, if it has to happen, it should happen. Is there any
Control
problem?
C.
1 minute.
And after that, we will move to input field, search field, and perform
1 minute.
control.
Keys dot control, send keys directly we can provide, it seems so. Don't have to provide code kind of stuff. So I'll do one thing. I'll remove this code and simply say keys dot double quote C, keys dot control comma C. Card method I'm not using. Let's try this out. And here also, I don't have to use card, send keys. Okay, let's run this and see what is happening this time. It's typing V actually. Send keys. Control V, but it is typing V actually instead of getting the stuff done. That means
We have to provide what we want to paste.
okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just do I'll use a combination of robot for a while. Comment this out. This will copy anyhow, right? Now after copying, I would like to paste it. Let's see how this is working, whether it is pasting whatever that we copied or it's typing we only. We'll see first. So right click run as Java application. Let's see what will happen. Is it pasting V or it's pasting whatever we copied? This combination of control V's may not be happening. I'm just thinking. Right click, copy, and select that, press enter, then go to that search box field. It's not whatever it copied, it is not pasting. Instead it's pasting V actually. So this combination is not working out. Control key, but as per I remember, here we have to provide dot send keys dot called same thing I have written, it seems like. Let's see. With the help of code, I'm trying. It's typing actually. Okay, then we can use another method. Instead of send keys, I can say dot key down, key up, key down, keys dot card, and say key up. Inside that, I'll write keys dot. Let's see whether this will work or not. Key down and key up I'm using instead of send keys. Let's see what will happen. Send keys is not working for me, so I'm using other one. At least one is working, we can try out the next one. It's not even doing anything. Any exception came. Illegal static, only one code point is allowed at a time. It's not working. Send key should work actually. Keys.control C should work actually, but it's somehow not working. How to press multiple keys? How to press keys together? in Selenium Java. Yeah, keys.cod is a thing. Let's go to one of the article and see where we are doing some mistake, etc. Keys.cod string send keys, in send keys only they are using. Yeah, whatever we have done is correct only, na, in that case. Let's see. This is another way it seems like. Shall we try this one? Plus kind of thing. In what they are using directly in send keys, they are using that. Another method we are trying. Here dot send keys keys dot control keys dot control plus what? Plus A plus VILs. Control V. Yeah, let's run this and see any luck. Still it is same coming. It's typing V not, but not what we wanted. Maybe did you try this, Nigora?
No.
No, it will not work. The same thing that we are doing. Okay. Click on direct element also will move internally. It has a method to move internally. You go inside the declaration, click off web element. Without moving, it will not do that. You move to that particular element, move index, target element, it will move, and then it will perform the click. Okay. So automatically it is done when you use the click command. Okay. I'll do one thing. Write Selenium Java code for copying text from one element on the web page and paste it into the another element, another text field on the web page for copying text and pasting text. Use keyboard keys. Okay. We don't have to use actions. Without actions, let's try that. I'll just go back here and take this as another example. Otherwise, it's becoming complex here. Yeah, this is fine for the script. Sorry, clicked on wrong option. Yeah, save this. Let's not disturb that. So here they are suggesting direct send keys command. Do that. There was a script. Source element, destination element. And click on that Control A, Control C, Control V they are using. Let's try that out. To go to the same web page and try that out using a different variety. Right click, new class, copy paste using keys demo. Then here I'll write down Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver and Control Shift O and driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and driver dot get. Provide the application URL of tutorialsninja.com. Copy this. I'll do one thing instead of going, I'll take another element, another web page here. I'll go to omai.blogspot.com. It will be easy for us a bit. I'll take this example. So first let's solve the problem. So I'll take this example. So here I would like to double click on this element, inspect this. Copy this ID, copy this ID and simply click on that element. What they are saying is the same thing, right? We have to click on this element and say Control A. Okay, when I click on the element, when I say Control A, a lot of things is happening. But if I click here and say Control A, this text is copying, right? So this is better. We'll click inside this text area field. Click inside the text area field, Control A, Control C, and here Control V will do. Okay, this is what we are trying to do here. I'll inspect this text area field from where we can text area field. This is so copy this. Control F, H2. For the H2, we have somewhere here slash following colon text area. Text area. How many elements are coming? 2 elements. So here H2 text is equal to text area field to I'll write. Text is equal to text area field I'll write. Text is equal to, yeah, press enter. No. Okay, square bracket is missing. Press enter. It's locating. Copy this. To create a web element here, driver dot find element y dot xpath. Give the xpath expression and control Z. Double quotes, give the xpath expression and put a semicolon here at the end. And here I'll write TA2 text area field 2. Just giving a short form there. TA2 dot click I'll say. Then TA2 dot send keys dot card. I'll first say keys dot card dot control comma. I think that's the code, right? They have mentioned. Where is that start GPT? Control comma A, I'll say control A. And after that TA2 dot send keys dot card of keys dot control comma control C, copy. And then I'll create another web element. Again, destination element dot click dot control V, I have to say. So for that, I'll create the web element where I want to copy paste that. So this is the web element. Right click here, select inspect option. Right click here, select inspect option. And here also text area field inspect option. There's a one TA1 is there, directly ID is there for that. I can easily create the web element driver dot find element by dot ID. by.id, provide the ID locator of that text area 1. Put a semicolon here, write TA1. TA1 is equal to over the mouse and create the web element here, and simply write down here before doing anything, just say TA1 dot click, text area field 1 dot click, and after that TA1 dot send keys of keys dot card, and here write down keys dot control comma V, write that control V. Let's see whether this is working or not. Right click run as Java application. We don't even have to use actions class, guys. You can use the send keys command of web element to press the keys. So if you want to simulate the keys, it's not compulsory that you have to use actions. Whenever you want to simulate both mouse and keyboard keys, then you can go with that. Okay. Let's see what will happen. The page is loading. Copy, paste. It's happening. It's working, Nigora. Right? It's working.
Yes.
So you can try
Awesome.
this on Tutorials Ninja once and see. Let me know tomorrow if that you are able to solve this. Okay. Fine. Can you do that, Nigora? Can you try the
Yes,
same thing to get the things possible on? Okay. The same strategy you try to use on that Tutorials Ninja, where you don't have to use actions plus directly use the send keys command of the web element where you can pass the keyboard keys. Okay. Try to see this with the Tutorials Ninja. If not possible, we can discuss tomorrow.
yes, sure.
Fine. Okay, great. So any other questions, guys? Any other questions we have? Guys, any other questions? So what left out here? We'll see what is lefting out here. So coming to here, what's lefting out is some notes. Sorry, I close the notes. Mouse keyboard events. But we tried a lot of commands today. Just to solve the problems, right? We went to other commands automatically. Move to element, click, perform, build or cover, drag and drop by is covered, context click is covered. Double click also I covered indirectly. But I'll demonstrate that tomorrow with another example anyhow. Click and hold, move to element release is not covered. Drag and drop is not covered. Key down, key up I tried, but we have not succeeded. So we'll try it again tomorrow. Resizing using drag and drop commands. Okay. jQuery right click menu, how to automate. jQuery right click menu. And send keys, pass and click commands. We'll try that. Okay. So I think we are good. So far we are good. So we can use either send keys command to perform the click operations, or you can use key down, key up also, that I'll show you tomorrow. So remaining parts, I think will be completed tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we'll try to complete the remaining sections of these actions. And then we'll move on to the next part, that is how to take the screenshots. Then we'll go to calendars. Then we'll go to web tables, WebDriver hierarchy, JavaScript execution for Selenium. Robot class, to some extent we have used it. Auto IT will not cover. Maybe it will be covered later. We'll go to the frameworks after this. Okay. We'll go to the frameworks after that. So after this, last topic will be WebDriver hierarchy, and JavaScript executor will be the last topic. So we are at this part. And after that, we'll go with screenshots, calendars, tables, hierarchy, and JavaScript. After that, we'll go to the frameworks. Robot class and all will not go. That will be add-on topics that will be covered at the end. So any questions you can ask me meanwhile, guys? If you have any questions, you can ask me meanwhile. I'll be posting the stuff into the Telegram group for today's sessions. If you have anything, you can just let me know. Telegram. Batch 1. First, I'll post the notes. Then I'll post the code. Today's notes. Today's notes, we have a different notes for today. That is this notes. handling mouse and keyboard events. After this, I have to post the code. Let me post the code here, today's code. Right click. Any questions you can ask me meanwhile, guys. While I'm doing all these activities, you can ask me if you have any questions. Okay, no problem. You can ask me any questions. First project. Okay, sorry. Went to this location, but I didn't copy. Any questions or doubts you can ask me. For frameworks, let's take a new project, guys. Okay, for frameworks, when we go to new frameworks, we'll take a new project. Otherwise, it will be confusing. Framework concepts. We'll take a new project. So we have 3 or 4 more things. Maybe this weekend or something, it will be completed. I'm just guessing, but let's see. I'll try my level best. Right click, show more options. Then we'll go to the framework concepts. That's the next activity. Git status. Git add dot. Git status. Git commit. -m. Mouse actions automation using actions class. Actions class. Actions is a predefined class, guys, in Selenium. Git push origin main done. Share the code for today. Whatever the code we have covered today, I'll share in a while. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I think I have written all the code inside this only. So single directory, I can share all the files you can see here. Today's code. I've posted the code. Then what next? Any assignment, if you want me to give, I'll give an assignment here. Assignment. Use mouse actions to automate simulation of mouse and keyboard actions or events to perform what is the question. So Ashish, I'll be covering the GitHub for you in the coming sessions. Okay, don't worry, I'll make you expert there. Okay, I'll explain each and everything about GitHub. Don't worry, just be with me for a while. Okay. Once framework concepts are over, I'll explain you the GitHub stuff. You will be expert at that time, not now. So we want to do something here. I want you to do one thing, that is go to omaya.blogspot.com, and you have to press the keyboard key, control key, and then using your mouse left keyboard key you have to press, so that this link will open in the new tab. Okay, 404 not found will come, that's okay. Like this, you have to open this links. You just have to open all these links in the new tabs by using the mouse and keyboard events only. Okay, you should not use the direct click command of Selenium. Rather, you have to use keyboard keys. Okay, you have to press and hold the control key and press this key like this. Use a mouse key. Use a mouse key. That's the activity, guys. So that I'll write it here. Automate simulation of mouse and keyboard key events to open links in new tabs. Okay. Don't use click command. Don't use click command of Selenium. I mean of web element. Instead, use only the methods of actions class. You need to press and hold the control keyboard key without releasing the key, and then use mouse left click to click on the link to make this happen. Okay. If you are unable to solve this, I will demonstrate it tomorrow. And what else I want to say here? Hint is use key down and key up methods to press and hold and release the keys. Release the keyboard keys. Okay. If you are unable to do this, I'll explain this tomorrow, guys. But this is the assignment I want to give. And in a while, I'll upload the recording. Today's recording will be uploaded soon. Yes. In a while. Okay, Ashish, that's fine. Great. So there will be some time where we'll go and see GitHub and Jenkins. I'll cover those topics in very depth for you guys. Don't worry. Okay, you'll become expert in that areas. Okay, we'll have some expert sessions also. Meanwhile, everything will be good. Any other questions or doubts, guys, from today's session? Anyone have any questions or doubts from today's session? If you don't have any questions, just type no in the chat box so that I can understand. You don't have any questions. Guys, if you have no questions, just type no in the chat box. Ashish Bahupuri, no questions. What about others? AB, no questions. Raj, no questions. Nigora, no questions. Naveen, no questions. Kiran and Jyoti, do you have any questions? Kiran, no questions. What about you, Jyoti? Do you have any questions? Okay, then we are good to go. So that's all for today, guys. Let's meet tomorrow. Let's meet at today's session. In the evening hours, we have a batch 2 session. Morning hours, batch 1. Batch 2 is the evening hours. Okay. So if you are interested in attending batch 2, you can attend also. So for that, you have to join with the same link at 8 p.m. IST, where I am starting Selenium. I mean, course from scratch. Today will be the 3rd day. So if you are interested, you can join that. So till then, see you. Bye bye, everyone. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone. Yeah, welcome, Nigora. Bye.